The next artist is Janelle, Peter, and Imogen Stewart. Would you please welcome to the stage, please? Janelle and Imogen. Everybody. And Peter, this little short fella here. This is Janelle. And this is Imogen. And that's Peter, of course. So guys, where are you from? Wollongong. Thanks so much for the inquiry.
Hello, everybody.
Does it work? Hello.
Well, Janelle, Imogen and Peter from Wollongong. How are you all? Good to have you.
Our ancestors came on the first fleet and also later from England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales and Germany. And also previous to 1830, my maternal great-great-grandmother, Venus Vowles, was possibly a descendant from the Uluridi tribe of the Wiradjuri people. They came across the land of Tangaroora. We love Australia and we're proud of the contributions that our ancestors have made to the development of this great country. And I'd like to share some of my poems with you this afternoon. My land. Born, bred and raised within these shores, blended with thy land, my soul. Why should I look to distant lands? My feet are planted firm on this soil. There is much yet still unknown, still more to hear, to see, to touch. I want to know your deepest parts, to feel as one beneath thy sun. Matilda is identified at home and internationally as a symbol of Australia. But the words, a swaggy, stealing a sheep and then drowning himself rather than be arrested by the trooper, it's hardly worthy of an anthem. In the following version, I have adapted the original lyrics and included my own as a tribute to Australia, to be sung to the original tune of Waltzing Matilda. Once upon a dream time, we camped by a billabong, under the shade of the cool of our tree. And we danced in this free land God gave to me. Who'll come waltzing Matilda with me? God bless Australia, God bless Australia, home of the Anzacs, the brave and the free, blessed by our Lord, and our God is Australia. Who'll come waltzing Matilda with me? We'll sing songs of praise and of thanks for Australia, for wealth from our earth, our shores and the seas. These bounteous gifts with toil fill our tucker bags. Who'll come waltzing Matilda with me? God bless Australia, God bless Australia, home of the Anzacs, brave and free, blessed by our Lord, and our God is Australia. Who'll my maternal great-grandparents, Sarah and Augustine, lived for a time around 1880 at the kerosene shale mining township of Joancha Creek, near Mittagong, New South Wales. Now privately owned, mostly in ruins, and the cemetery records lost. It's a hauntingly beautiful spot, to which I have a special affinity. During a time of exploration there, I wrote the following poem. Joancha Creek. Yesteryear, yesterday, oh so many passed your way, full of hopes, full of dreams, those men who worked the shale streams. Ladies plied their womanly ways as their children laughed and played. Dappled sunlight filtered through as evening brought its velvet hue. The School of Arts lit up the night with song and dance, a merry sight. Joancha Creek, we love you still, cradled by those ageless hills, tucked away from sight and sound, so the wildlife still abounds. Wild goats roam the hills at will, venturing down to drink their fill of waters clean and clear and cool, which eddy down to mirror pools. Wombats wobble from our way, the whispering elves still have their say. Goannas scale the trees to view, and then we see the herds of rue. Oh, if it could but stay this way, air like crystal, sharp and still, sunlight glistening through the glades on sparkling pools till daylight fades. For now the stream is pure and clean, meandering through this nook of dreams, in beauteous ways so hard to say, and trees grow wild in vast array. And still we see the presence here of many a soul who spent their years nurtured here beneath the cliffs, the world apart yet still with fears. The harshness of the wind and wet, the roar of fire racing yet, of sickness and the pangs of death, far away from kin they left. Yet the days were mellow too, and daily order was the way. Youth was schooled and had their say, and life much as it is today. Except there was a magic there. Fruit grew sweet and meat was lean, flowers bloomed, all produce too, and homes were neat, and ideals seen. Now amid the ruins we stand, soul to soul entwined and bound, blended with the earth are we, as memories echo the hills around. This next poem is called They Call It Country. They call it country, this humble music, noble as earth, bubbling up, rippling over, or kind of sluggish as a country stream, akin to the soul. A lifestyle of warmth and open hearths, crisp as morning dew, mellow as the setting sun, harsh as midday glare. They call it country, this humble music, noble as earth, whispering of long ago and here and now, it touches the soul. Lush and green, or brown and sombre, as the land from which it springs. They call it country, and well named too. Across the wide expanses, From valleys low and forests tall and free, the sounds of country music reaches out to you and me. You're going to sing for us now.
Okay. Would you like to sing a song that I've written or something that someone else has written? Something that someone else has written. You want to sing one that you know? That's fine. Do both. Alright. Alrighty. Who likes Taylor Swift? Yeah? Alright. Does everyone want to clap? Except it's not just a normal clap, 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 okay? I want something a bit cooler. So have a hopefully not too much like that, so it's going to be alright. Never try that? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Once upon a time, I believe it was a Tuesday when I caught your eye. We got on something, I hold on to the night. You looked me in the eye and told me you loved me. Were you just kidding? 'Cause it seems to me this thing is breaking down, we almost never speak. I don't feel welcome anymore, baby, whatever, please tell me. 'Cause we said that it was perfect night, halfway out the door, and I stayed at the phone. He still hasn't called, and then you kiss it, but you can feel nothing at all. And it flashed back to when he said forever and always. It rains in your bedroom when things wrong. It rains when you're here and it rains when you're gone. 'Cause I was there when he said forever and always. It didn't mean it, baby. Was I out of line? Did I say something way too honest? Made you run and hide like a scared little boy. I looked into your eyes. I know you for a minute, now I'm not so sure. So here's to everything coming down to nothing. Here's to silence that cuts me to the core. Where is this going? And I know for a minute that I don't anymore. And I stare at the phone, he still hasn't called, and then you kiss up the moon, can feel nothing at all. And you flash back to when he said forever and always. You are I stare at the phone, he still hasn't called, and then you kiss away, you can feel nothing at all. And you flash back to when he said forever and always.
The next poem we have is called Some of Us. We have a choice in those who follow, but not in those we follow. They were rough, they were tough, but times were too. Though everything they may have been, we now are not. The thread that binds turns back our minds to seek their times. They and theirs, the times they've shared, we cannot. But share we do those precious springs. Their wells of life are you.
song's called Walking on a Dream. Walking on a dream, how can I explain? Talking to myself, will I see you again? 'Cause we are always running for the thrill of it, always wishing up ahead, searching for the thrill of it. On and on we are, rolling out and out again, never looking down, just to worry what's in front of it. Is it real? We two people become one. I can feel it. We two people thought I'd never seen the love you found in me. Now it's changing all the time. Living in rhythm with minutes, with the old time. We are always running for the thrill of it, always pushing up the hill, searching for the thrill of it. On and on we are, rolling up and out again, never looking down, just to worry what's in front of it. Is it real? We two people become one. I can feel it. When two people become one, don't stop, just keep holding on. I'm in yours, shouldn't break no harm, so come on. Till you come inside, all we have is tonight. Is it real now? When two people become one, I'm in when two people
Very nice, Peter's been quiet today.
Alright, Peter's been telling me to play this one. I wasn't sure if it's one that I wrote.
Don't you think we should hear one of Imogen's?
Yes.
Original.
Of course.
An original song. Imogen just finished an Australian tour. She was very successful tour. Let's hear what she had to play. Of course, she had a full band. It's a lot different on a piece of wood.
I'm a piano player, to be honest.
She's doing her own guitar, isn't she?
It's scary. This is a song I wrote in year 9 actually about just for the person who I'd end up marrying, who would be the man of my dream, who ended up being the tallest person I knew and the most amazing person I knew. I was so lucky I got to marry the most amazing person I know. So, this is called Somebody Like You and Me. All throughout my life I've been searching to find somebody like you, but never before did it occur to me more that you may have too. It's been a lonely road traveling
amazing man is my son. I think it's time to have a poem which perhaps you all know. I'm sure you all do know. Most of us are familiar with the Australian movie, The Man from Snowy River, based on the writings of Banjo Paterson. Featured in The Man from Snowy River was Clancy of the Overflow. His actual name was Thomas Gerard Clancy, an acquaintance of Banjo, who led the life that Banjo himself sometimes wished for, even though he had chosen a city career as a lawyer. From his writings, we can see there were times Banjo yearned for the freedom and expansiveness of the Australian outback. And at one such time, a frustration with city life, he penned this poem entitled Clancy of the Overflow. First published on the 21st of December 1889, earlier than the publication which was also in the bulletin of The Man from Snowy River, which was on the 26th of April 1890. Clancy of the Overflow, A.B. Banjo Paterson. I had written him a letter, which I had, for want of better knowledge, sent to where I met him on the Lachlan years ago. He was shearing when I knew him, so I sent the letter to him just on spec, addressed as follows: Clancy of the Overflow. And an answer came directed, in a writing unexpected, and I think the same was written in a thumbnail dipped in tar. 'Twas his shearing mate who wrote it, and verbatim I will quote it: Clancy's gone to Queensland droving, and we don't know where he are. In my wild erratic fancy, visions come to me of Clancy, gone a droving down the Cooper, where the western drovers go. As the stock are slowly stringing, Clancy rides behind him, singing. For the drover's life has pleasures that the townsfolk never know. And the bush hath friends to meet him, and their kindly voices greet him in the murmur of the breezes and the river on its bars. And he sees the vision splendid of the sunlit plains extended, and at night the wondrous beauty of the everlasting stars. I am sitting in my dingy little office, where a stingy ray of sunlight struggles feebly down between the houses tall, and the fetid air and gritty of the dusty, dirty city, through the open window floating, spreads its foulness over all. And in place of lowing cattle, I can hear the fiendish rattle of the tramways and the buses making hurry down the street, and the language, uninviting, of the gutter children fighting comes fitfully and faintly through the ceaseless tramp of feet. And the hurrying people daunt me, and their pallid faces haunt me, as they shoulder one another in their rush and nervous haste, with their eager eyes and greedy, and their stuttered forms and weedy. For townsfolk have no time to grow, they have no time to waste. And I somehow fancy that I'd like to change with Clancy, like to take a turn at droving, where the seasons come and go, while he faced the round eternal of the cash book and the journal. But I doubt he'd suit the office, Clancy of the Overflow.
Okay, we've got one song to finish it off. Finish it now.
Alright, well,
Who plays the okay.
okay. Well, this one's a bit of a song about old-fashioned values.
It's another original song.
Yep. And hopefully memorable. It's called Look at My Face. A week ago, this guy took me on a date. He met my mum, then he made a big mistake. Talk about awkward, never felt so squeamish in my life. Sometimes I started and ended with his eyes. I said, look at my face. When you're talking to me, don't look at your gaze. To make sure be, there's nothing to say. Don't let your eyes roll free, 'cause it's not okay, it's okay. It's not as if my talk was low. There was nothing to see, there was no show. I'm sure you're a nice guy, but it's something I can't stand. It's not something I look for in a man. I said, look at my face. When you're talking to me, don't look at your gaze. To where it shouldn't be, there's nothing to say. Don't let your eyes roll free, 'cause it's not okay, it's not okay, it's not okay. Needless to say, there were no more dates, and I made sure I warned all my mates about the creepy guy, how sleazy he could be, and they could all agree with utmost certainty when I say to look at my face. When you're talking to me, don't look at your gaze. To where it shouldn't be, there's nothing to say. Don't let your eyes roll free, 'cause it's not okay, it's not okay, it's not okay, it's not okay. When you're talking to me, don't look at your gaze. To where it shouldn't be, there's nothing to say. Don't let your eyes roll free, 'cause it's not okay, it's not okay, it's not okay with me.
Oh, thanks guys. Just before you go, there was just a question here. Imogen. The song that you wrote earlier, did people put that sort of thing? Yeah, it was part of it. It's good looking.
Well, that's not part of the song.
Ah, you got that.
You said make it up.
Yeah. You guys are from Wollongong.
That's good stuff. I like that. It's not a new album like that.
How long have you guys been coming to the festival for?
This is Imogen's first time.
First time, and you like that Imogen?
Great.
Awesome.
Oh, sorry, I got it.
Ah, she-
Great vibe. I love it.
Yeah, it's plenty of action in the team, isn't it?
But,
I've been
we've
here
coming
since the
for years.
beginning.
First time, right?
40 years.
Yes.
That's a long time.
And she's only 21.
21. But thanks guys for coming. So we've got Janelle, Imogen, and Peter. Stuart, thank you very much.